one of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Number 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Check tight. Good room. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And an Eagle 1st down.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the press. Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra balls.
Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, 39 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Hurts.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing is Hurts.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st down, Philadelphia.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitz.
Hurts fumbles it, and this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out.
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Flushed out right.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
After one, 7-0. EA Sports.
Bears 7, Eagles nothing.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me was from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle.
Check 52 tomorrow. 3 buzz. Mike 52, Mike 52. We take a win,
Throwing on second down. Trubisky eluding the pressure right. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Check nickel.
On third down, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Austin. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky, and this is going to be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Jalen Rager was the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Here's Hurts to throw. open man. It's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Santos set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
11 more on that one and another first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 14. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside there to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Lock in.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, it's Cohen. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
And 10 at the 50-yard line.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Here we go. I got alert. 29. Run. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun is Trubisky, and that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He's going to go up top for the end zone. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
A 39-yard attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now here's a throw that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
And out.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Another run with Sanders. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Again, the ball carrier.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Eagles.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check Mike, alert, 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 alert. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check Mike, guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
But now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll get 34 yards there. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Trubisky will throw. And Daniels has it, left side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. His throw incomplete. Watkins the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he's plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
On 1st down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Cohen, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.